Okay, so this is my Excel spreadsheet for our spiral kinematics activity 28. On the left, I have all of the values for the truck, and on the right, I have all of the values for the car. So the first thing, I put in the values, the initial values for the truck. So time was 0, position was 0, the velocity was 16, and the acceleration was 1. And for the car, the initial time was also 0, the initial position was 60, the velocity was 20, and the acceleration was -2. And then I plotted time. I figured 0.4 would be a good increment to go by. The final time was 7.797. So between 7.6 and 8, we have somewhere around there. So I put 0.4 and then dragged that down to get the rest of the time increments. And then I did the same thing with acceleration, except it was constant the whole time, so I just dragged one down. And then I input my equation for velocity, which was the initial velocity plus acceleration times time 2 minus time 1. And then I did the same thing for position. So the equation for position was the initial position plus velocity times time 2 minus time 1. And then for the car, I did the same thing, except the acceleration was -2. The equation for velocity is the same as the equation for the truck, and then the equation for position was also the same as the equation for the truck. And then to take those equations, I got the corner of the cell and dragged it all the way down, and that gave me the rest of my values. And that's my spreadsheet for Spiral Kinematics Activity 28.